Hi there, these comments are for ZK, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a Toefl IBT. And I'm looking at your email right now. So you say, I'm interested in your Toefl IBT online course. I've read some information that I needed from your site, but for being sure, I wanted to write and get more precise information about course payment and advice for my enrollment. I have taken the Toefl IBT in the past. My last score was 68, which the lowest was reading. I got 2 to 3 points. This is because I couldn't manage my time. I faced these problems 2 or 3 times. Then I was advised to take the IELTS, but on the contrary, in the IELTS, my highest score was reading 6, my lowest writing. I do not know what is the problem. I need TOEFL test for my master's degree, and the minimum score I need is 92. I'll take a 1-month course. How much it costs? What do you think I can get the score which I need? I know what the problem is. I don't think it's really the IELTS or the TOEFL exam. Your English skills aren't high enough. I can tell you by the email that you're sending me. Let me give you a couple of examples here. You said in the second line, I want to get more precisely information. You're using an adverb before your noun. You want adjectives before your noun. So you're having some word choice problems with your writing. Another one, you're not putting S's on the ends of your plural nouns. You say, I faced these problem. You want to say problems 2 or 3 times. Also, you have word order issues. You say, I do not know what is the problem. You want to say, I do not know what the problem is. So just from this email, you have some word order problems with noun clauses. You're having some word form problems differentiating the adjective from the adverb in your sentence structure, and you're also having some problems using the plural s ending. Right? So I don't think it's the test itself. The problem is your English skills simply aren't high enough for you to get the score that you seek. So your score right now for TOEFL is 68. You want to go to 92. You can't do that in a month. That's not enough time. You're probably looking at 3 to 6 months of very serious study before you solve all these problems I just pointed out. You can't just wake up one day and all of a sudden you've solved your word order problems with noun clauses, you've solved your problems with your word forms, with your adjectives and your adverbs, and you've solved all of your problems with your singular and your plural count nouns. It takes time to work out those issues. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't think it's a good idea. If you use my course, you can do whatever you want, I'll be honest with you. I mean, my course costs $45 a month. So what you do is you will enroll yourself in my course, and then when you no longer want to use my course, you can cancel it, and that way you're not billed for the next month. So you're creating a subscription. But I'm telling you right now, 30 days is not enough time for you to solve your problems. If I were you, here's what I would do, is set aside at least 3 months, 90 days of very serious study. And what you can do at the end of the 30 days is you can take a full-length IBT practice test. Why don't you do that? Take the practice test before you register to take the TOEFL exam. So on the practice test, if it tells you your score is 92, right, and a full-length IBT practice test takes about 5 hours, you'll complete the reading, listening, speaking, and writing. You'll get subtotal scores in all 4 sections. You'll complete 6 speaking tasks. You'll complete 2 writing tasks, and then you can kind of see where you are. Do you see what I'm saying? That's my recommendation. So study hard, following my plan for 90 days, then take a practice test to see where you are. If you take the practice test and your score is 75 or 80, or maybe 85, you're still not ready. That means that you need more time to solve your language issues. All right, ZK? So here's what you can do right now, though. Let's be honest here. If I were you, write these down. Get a pen, get some paper. So you need to just get used to the language a little bit. I can tell by all the problems you're having in the email you sent me, you need to get more used to the English language. Here's how you can do it. Number one, keep reading every day if you're doing this already, but read for about 45 minutes. You can read magazines, newspapers, and books. Doesn't matter what it is, you choose the topic. Just make sure that the reading is geared for adults, not children. So you need to get that kind of grammar and that kind of vocabulary. That's going to be better for TOEFL. Number two, you should also be listening to different kinds of materials. I recommend news, documentary, history, and especially science programs. I think all of these things are very important for you to study. I really recommend that. Now, as you're doing the reading and the listening practice, ZK, you should get into the habit of taking notes. So you have a pen, you have some paper, you're writing down the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages. This is kind of what you're doing, right? So, as you're doing that, you should now start using that information to do two things. I want you to use your notes to write some summaries. You should be writing 3 250-word summaries each week. So you're explaining what you think are the main points of those reading passages. That's what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So, in addition to that, in addition to doing writing practice each week, you should also practice speaking about the information that you're practicing, right? So, and you want to record it, and that way you can listen to it again and you can focus on your delivery, language use, also topic development. So as you're doing this writing and reading practice based on your notes from the reading and the listening passages that you're practicing, this is going to help you with your integrated speaking and integrated writing. You see what I'm saying? Now that's what you want to be doing first. Every day right now, ZK, you should be following this plan. Remember, you're choosing the reading and the listening materials. For listening materials, you can use TV. You can also go on the internet. If you go on the internet, I got 3 suggestions. You have National Public Radio. You have TED Talks, TED Talks, TED Talks, and then 3, Randall's Cyber Listening Lab. So there you go. Now, in addition to doing this practice, you can also start using my online TOEFL course. I have 700 lessons to help you improve your vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, writing, and speaking areas. So you can definitely get better in those areas. You see what I'm saying? So what do? You can do anything you want, but my recommendation based on your score right now is you probably need to focus more on the basics right now. You might not want to hear it, but I'm just going to tell you anyway. In my opinion, you should focus first in the vocabulary, pronunciation, and the grammar parts of my course. Do that first. Just doing that will probably take maybe 1 or 2 months, right? Do that first. So each day you can schedule a vocabulary, pronunciation, and a grammar lesson. Once you've done those 3 lessons, do another pronunciation, another vocabulary, another grammar lesson. Repeat that process until you finish those first 3 seconds. Now, in addition to that, you can go through the listening and the reading parts of my course. Especially for the reading, I will help you develop a faster reading speed of academic passages, and that'll make it much easier for you to get through the reading section of the TOEFL IBT. You see what I'm saying? You got to do this stuff. This is important. All right? So once you've done that, then you can focus in the writing and the speaking sections of my course. And remember that a lot of students, if you just use my course for these 3 reasons, I'm telling you, it'll be worth it for you. When you do your pronunciation practice, you can send me a pretest. I will listen and comment on that pretest. No joke. All for the same low monthly fee of $45. Now, in addition to that, you can also complete speaking and writing practice tests. And guess what? They will also get scored within about 24 hours. So you can get feedback on your pronunciation, speaking, and writing. And not many online courses offer that kind of feedback. And that's kind of how I exist. That's my little niche of how I survive here on the internet with my course. All right, ZK, so those are my comments for you. I hope that you decide to join my course, but remember, like I said in the beginning, I don't want you to be misled here. I do not think that 30 days is enough time for you to solve your problems that you have right now. It's not enough time to go from 68 to 92. In my opinion, you're probably looking at 3 to 6 months. That would be my opinion based on where you are right now. All right? Thank you.